The target for Spurs then is clear. Win here to...
Relax on it.
Good first time pass to set Fulham away. They're into the box. Big chance to score. Well, Dorrington makes the block in the end, but it was a poor connection from Callum Osmonds. He's one of the Fulham players who more recently has stepped up from the under-18s, and he's been prolific for the under-21s. Not this time, though. And it was a clever throw-in the end, because it does mean that Spurs, I believe, have a corner, which they do, and which they've taken short. Tyrese Hall picks up. Santiago changing the angle of attack, lifting in to the penalty area to see it headed away. Donley trying to keep the move alive. Will Lankshear is onto it! Well, he's barely been involved in the game so far, but Will Lankshear just needs one flash, one chance, and he takes it, and Spurs lead. All of a sudden, Spurs going up through the gears. The quick corner, well, in the end, was pretty well dealt with by Fulham in the middle. Santiago lifting one in to see it headed away, but it just bounced kindly after it was recycled here by Jamie Donley. And Will Lankshear was onto it in a flash to fire into the far corner. Had been moving the ball around, winning corners. And they're doing the same here as they try to respond, and it's a good chance, perhaps their best yet. Pajaziti, the number 10, into a good position on the edge of the 6-yard box. Didn't... Dorrington's ball, looking for Will Lankshear. He wasn't too happy with it, but it's worked out fairly well. Dorrington wide, out towards Rio Kayamatan, who drops his shoulder, makes the run. Donley spins, Jamie Donley for Spurs, lovely touch! Oh, what a chance, what a brilliant chance it was for two. Well, it seemed almost certain that this would be the second goal, given the nature of Will Lankshear as a player. But he was well closed down quickly by the goal. Have gone 10 games without dropping a point in League Two. Away goes Will Lankshear as he looks for a second goal, and Will Lankshear unbelievably drags the chance wide. Well, given the form that he's been in, Will Lankshear could easily have had a hat-trick here. That's that lovely burst of acceleration, Rio Kayamatan, but that is a poor pass, and Fulham are in, and Lupala Bai has the chance, and it's a wonderful recovery. Well, Kayamatan, having given the ball away, raced back, timed it perfectly, and stole the ball back for Spurs right on time, because when Lupala Bai was in this position, well, it looked as though the equaliser was coming, but how about that for a challenge? With Dorrington, who bursts, and Dorrington is still going here. Spurs centre-back may have to go on his own. Unselfishly delivers the ball in. Spurs have scored, but it won't stand. Will Lankshear believes that should be his second goal of the night. And for the reaction, he will get a yellow card. It will be tough to see from this angle whether or not that was offside. Tanton, the fullback, delivers in, and that was a good header. And had it been on target, I'm not sure that Luka Gunter was getting to that. In the end, skims the roof of the net, much to the relief here of the Spurs defenders, I would imagine. Now Pajaziti. And off goes Gordon here on the right-hand side at pace for Fulham. Low cross into the area, was a very good ball. Well, in the end, the effort that always looked to be sailing wide does just that, spins away, wide of target. What a wonderful delivery in by Gordon, crying out to be touched beyond Luka Gunter. It's Spurs on top, and if it stays this way tonight, Spurs will finish as the winners of the regular league. The first part of the job is done for Spurs here. Missa and glanced away by Mason King. Back in by Tansen here, and there's a header on goal, and a really good stop by Luca Gunter, who palms away. Padjaziti, the number 10 for Fulham, you can tell by his reaction, he thinks he scored here. Luca Gunter, though, with different ideas. One off, doesn't look overly happy. Here is Santiago with his opportunity to run. Stopped in his tracks the first time, second time around delivers. May drop here for Tyree. Ball in behind, and Luca Gunter will be the winners in Premier League 2, although that comes with an asterisk because there will be league playoffs. Lupala Bai's done well. He sent it wide, and there is a flag raise against Padjaziti. And, well, it was a good save by the feet of Luca Gunter, but it didn't matter too much. Abbott looking for the pass. Donley comes across. Donley's ball searching into the middle. Wonderful header by the diving Will Lankshear, who pulls away from his man, only to see McNally pull off a brilliant save. Well, how many times have we seen these two combine over the season? They very nearly do that again to devastating effect. Only there's a chance to shoot for Fulham, and it's one they take. And it's a brilliant stop by Luca Gunter. Down smartly to deny Callum Osmonds, a player who's stepped up this season from the under-18s and been prolific for the 21s. Can't find a way, though, beyond its centre-back role with the changes. And that's a role we've seen him take up over the season. Will Lankshear in a really good position, and Will Lankshear rattles the post. Well, it could easily have had 4 tonight. Seen 7 goals in the league in 18 games. Here's Kai Mattens threading one through, and Will Lankshear is away, hungry for a second goal of the night and scoring one. Yes! Yes! It's classic Will Lankshear as he races away, and in a one-on-one position with the goalkeeper, finds the far corner, his second of the night. That, though, is not a limp that we want to see. Lovely work by Spurs, really well crafted here. And it's Kai Mattens' pass to set Lankshear free, and then he just unleashes and does what he does best. To hold the ball. And Mason King gets rid. Donley around the corner, speeding away is Santiago, waiting in the middle. You know who's there. Will Lankshear can't get. Donley goes deep, wonderful ball, and Santiago are pulled away to the back of the penalty area. And you could understand what he was looking to do as he hammered the ball into the ground, trying to deceive the goalkeeper with the bounce. And is now popping up on the left wing. Some game. Fulham are in, looking for a route back into the game here. Hesitation from Luca Gunter, but he stands up to the test and makes a brilliant stop to deny Osmond the chance to bring Fulham back into the game. What a brilliant stop again from the impressive to the area. And Spurs touch away, although Spurs have given the ball away pretty cheaply. Gunter pushes onto the bar, and it's another crucial touch from Spurs goalkeeper here. Well, the changes certainly unsettled things ever so slightly. Fulham sensing there is a chance to get themselves back into the game. And a Camrish in a more familiar position goes in between the two defenders, goes for goal. Well, that would have been a step up from the under-18s to the 21s for Yusuf Camrish. Here's Kai Matten, well found by Jaden Williams. Camrish is going to go for goal again. And he's very, very unlucky as he pulls it wide. Lovely pacey breakaway. Held his line ever so well here at Camrish. Angle was always acute though. Spurs have done it. It's a big win, a win of significance. That does mean the Spurs are the winners in Premier League 2. this talented young group continue to shine. And it's amazing to think that 8 of the starting 11 tonight were playing last season for the under-18s. Winners last season in the under-17 Premier League Cup. The under-18s repeated that feat. Now we finished